What's up, everyone? Sam here. Blessed with another day of life. Wanted to make this video as a part 2 to my last video on elevation. So, kind of what I want to go over today on the second part. This video is about investing. In order to elevate, and I didn't mention this in my other video, you kind of gotta invest. So aside from discriminating and kind of like prioritizing certain things, giving that your time and all that, you also need to invest in your elevation. You need to invest money, time. Obviously, you need to invest in courses, you name it. Mentors, you might need to pay your mentor, and so on. You're gonna have to pay to play. You need to pay. You need to invest. That's the way you want to look at it. Invest, because overall, it's gonna help you elevate in whatever you need to do to elevate. Number 2, there's something else I left out. I feel bad for leaving these 2 things out. I'm going to try to leave less things out in future videos. But this is important. That's why I felt the need to make this video as a follow-up. And that is trial and error. If you want to elevate, you're going to fail a lot. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have to learn from these mistakes. You're going to fall off. The Bible says the wise man falls, or I don't know. It says something like this, but the diligent man falls 7 times and gets up 8 times. So he gets up every time he falls, and he gets, so it's not much to that. You just get up every single time you fall. That's what's going to keep you going, and that's what's going to keep you growing. Then it says the fool, or the wicked man, falls and stumbles and stays down. So you want to be that person who falls, and every single time they fall, they take a lesson from that fall. You're going to learn from your falls. And without both of those things, you're going to invest, and you're going to fail, and you're not going to take the failure to heart. You're not going to let the failure define you. At least you're not going to let it define you as a failure. You're going to let it define you as an overcomer. So those 2 things are something to keep your mind on, to keep thinking about, to, meditate on. So meditate on that. And remember, we want to elevate. And part of the elevation process is failure and is investment. Don't be cheap with your elevation. A lot of these athletes that you know about, they invested a lot of time, but also they invested a lot of money in going to these camps. You name it. Lawyers went to Yale, Harvard, were working at Pizza Hut, working at low-paying jobs while they were going to these schools. And then they failed often too, having to be homeless to pay for this school. You have to go through a lot. A lot of times we look at people who have made it in life and think like they're evil, they just got things handed to them. No. A lot of these people had to work really hard to get where they're at. Most of these people, if not all of them. And if they didn't, well, guess what? Even if they're children, they're going to fail. And we hear about this all the time, where companies that were the biggest companies in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, late 2010s, early 2000s, late 2000s, 2010s, you name it. The companies aren't here anymore. Why? Because the last people who got into the power were not these types of people who were willing to invest and fail constantly to grow. They stagnated. And we don't want to be those people who stagnate, and we don't want to be those people who are afraid to invest, and those people who are afraid to fail. So with that being said, God bless. Like and subscribe. Take care. See you in the next video. God bless. Bye.